Welcome to Dance Mogul Magazine. We are live at the Hub on Prince Street in Newark, New Jersey. Can you introduce yourself to our audience?
What's going on, everybody? Cashew Washington, the Prince of Imagination. My main style of dance is light feet, secondary style flexing. I come straight from Brooklyn, New York. Shout outs to my team, ABE, Light Feet Nation Up.
All right, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Now, I want to go back a little bit because you just named, your crew and everybody, but I want to find out from you, when did you start dancing?
Okay, I'll rewind it back to I had to be 2 years old. This is not when I started dancing, but this is one of the things this was like my first step towards becoming a dancer. This is when I realized that I wanted to be an entertainer. I used to watch a show called everybody knows Barney and Friends, and it was an episode where they sing John Jacob Jingle Hamishman, his name is my name too. And then my mother and my cousins, they would remix it with my name. I'm not gonna say my real name, but they would sing like my last name Washington, whatever. And I always thought that they were really singing my name on Barney. So when I was like 2 years old, I'm like, yo, I'm famous. Like, yo, they know me on Barney. Like, you feel me? Like, so I just felt like everywhere I go, people might not say anything to me, but everybody knows who I am. This is just like a mindset that put me in. Like, everybody knows who I am everywhere I go. Everybody knows my family. They know the Washingtons. They might not say nothing, but like they're here to be a part of my video game. Like, I'm a main character here. Like, I just had that mindset. And then when I got a little older, I realized I watched the same episode on Barney, and they weren't really singing my name. So I'm like, yo, they was swindling me. Like, they wasn't really singing my name on Barney. And then I just felt like I have to do something that will get me to the point where people really are singing my name on TV. People really do know me for something. You know what I mean? And then that's when I was into rapping and stuff like that, playing basketball. And then I really like dancing, like the real raw street dancing. Like, I really loved it. I admired it. But I didn't know how to do it too well. Certain moves I would mimic. Like, I remember Scotty Too Hotty, the wrestler, would do like the worm, stuff like that. I learned how to do those kind of things. And then, by the way, I got the name Cashew when I was in junior high school. People called me it to make fun of me because I had like I still got like a peanut shaped kind of head or whatever. And they always say I look like, it's like the Proud Family movie. They got like some dancing peanuts on there or whatever. That's how I got the name Cashew. And then one day I was in the park playing basketball, and one of my homeboys was like, yo, Cashew, let me see you get light. This is when I first heard about light feet. You know what I mean? I knew about the roots first. Like, I knew about the chicken noodle soup, the on Jackie, stuff like that. But I didn't know like there was a dance style, a dance culture that was birthed from these dances. And then I'm like, let me see you get light. Like, what in the world? And then like I just seen like certain people would come in the park, he asked them the same questions. They was doing something. I'm like, oh, that's wavy. I can learn this. You know what I mean? And then I just YouTubed it and just started watching a whole bunch of videos every day. And then I was like, yo, like, I have a chance. At this time, Life was still new. So I'm like, yo, I have a chance to really like catch on right now before it gets advanced and like advance as it advances. You know what I mean? And then since I'm from Brooklyn, that's where flexing started. I met a lot of flexers and stuff like that, so I'm also like involved in the flexing world. Started traveling to like different states and stuff, learning like watching like the Beat Your Feet dances, the Baltimore club dances and stuff like that, and I really, I just
thank you for that. I got it. I want to just interject because I hear your passion for dancing. I want to know, how did that passion help you to not get drawn in by all the stuff that's on the streets? Because you seem to be real focused and passionate, and I think that's a unique thing. How come, all these other things on the streets didn't draw you in, but dancing like had you there and you like, yeah, I'm gonna stay with that? How did you do that?
I mean, I can't say it wasn't easy, don't get me wrong, especially like in my neighborhood. There's always a lot of nonsense going on that I would even be involved with some of the nonsense, but I knew that this wasn't I wasn't meant to be going down this alley, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
I come from a good family and stuff like that. So like I always had like my mom, my uncles, my grandparents and stuff like teaching me right from wrong and stuff like that. So it's like even I would still do some wrong things knowing it's wrong. You know what I mean? But as I got older, I just matured and just kept deleting negativity. Like I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not doing this anymore. I dance, you know what I mean? This is what I want to do. Besides dancing and stuff, I'm also like a filmmaker, actor, stuff like that. I'm really like in the entertainment and art and stuff like imagination itself. Like all of these things allow you. Everything evolves around imagination. You know, like without imagination, there would be nothing here. Everything that's here. Somebody had to imagine it being here. The chairs we're sitting on.
Yes.
The suit you got on, that everything, the camera, everybody had to imagine these things being here, and that shows the power of imagination. Me being a dancer, filmmaker, actor, and stuff like that, it allows me to show the world the things I imagine. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah. No, I feel you with that, and you're absolutely right about that. And I clearly understand, why you're so passionate and feel that, that the process of imagination and the arts is so valuable. It's interesting that you talk about that the way that you do because our society is like taking the arts out of school.
right.
So it's like for people like you and people like me and up and coming, artists in whatever realm of the arts they decide that they want to do, how do we, survive in a world? And it's just a rhetorical question to those people that's doing that. How do we survive in a world where we're not able to use our imaginations, like how you're giving us, those examples, and express ourselves and to grow as people when we can clearly see from listening to you how it's because of our imagination and that we can express ourselves artistically that helps us to grow as people. So I just want to thank you for bringing that point out because that's a pretty amazing message, for those people that's taking the arts out of the schools. Now, I want to ask you about your crew. Like, what made you decide to get with a crew?
All right. So honestly, I'm not gonna lie. When I was growing up, the neighborhood I come from and stuff, I was involved a little bit with the street life. You know what I mean? But in summer of 2009, me and my bro LJ, in a dance world, they know him as Icon and stuff. We grew up together, knew him since kindergarten, and we had a talk one day saying that we wanted to make a street clip, but something that promoted positivity. You know what I mean? Like we don't want to be like these other street cliques out here, beefing with each other, all the shooting, killing, all this other nonsense and stuff like that. But we wanted to, just dress up, look nice, probably throw parties and entertain people. So at this time, it was like a phase where every time people saw something that they liked, they would say, hey, 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 all the time, hey. So my bro LJ said, like, how about we name it A-Boy? Like, A-Boy, I'm like, yo, that sounds kind of hot. How about we add an E, A-Boy Entertainment? So that was what ABE originally stood for. Most of us were into light feet.
Like, what were some of the names of the people in your crew? Excuse me, some of those guys.
Some of the original ABE members: Icon, H2O, Whitey Dot, Repo, Rico, Money Mike, C Streets, Larry Smooth, Graphics, Don Villain, Baby Dot. It was a whole lot of us. Baby Dot goes to 40 racks now. It was a lot of us. A lot of us grew up in the same. Most of us are. Everybody I just named is from East New York, Brooklyn. Like a lot of us really like grew up together, went to school with each other, stuff like that. And basically all of us were into light feet, so everybody viewed us as a light feet team automatically, even though we were just like a street team, you know what I mean, that promoted positivity or whatever. And then we just started owning up. It was until next year, which was 2010, when we decided to own up to, all right, we're a light feet team. You know what I mean? Like we're a dance team. I can't say light feet because it's also flexers that were original ABE members and stuff like that. But from A-Boy Entertainment, we didn't really like the name after a while. We changed it to All Black Everything. but it now stands for All About Energy. You know, that's what we about, being energetic, doing what we gotta do to make our dreams come to life.
That's good. That's good. Thank you so much for that. I just want to ask you before we go. I want to ask you about. Do you feel that the energy today that they supported you and showed you love here in Jersey?
Of course, of course. I really like the fact that DJ Little Man played light feet music and stuff like that. Like I felt the appreciation, the respect level. You know what I mean? They made me feel at home today. You know what I mean? Like they understood. Like, you know.
Yeah, that's good.
I really like it. I'm looking forward to coming back. You know what I mean? Shout outs to you and Dance Smuggle Magazine, and I really appreciate everything.
Thank
I
you.
got this is a very, very, very good event.
Thank you. I appreciate it. In closing, who do you want to thank?
Dance Smuggle Magazine, of course. Shock a lot. My Life Feed Nation bros, you already know. I want to thank God. I really want to thank God for not giving up on me and for being, what's the word I'm looking for? Being patient with me. Being patient with me, you know what I mean? Because it's been a rough journey so far, but it's still further to go. And, yeah.
That's good, man. I want to thank you for your honesty, and I want to thank you for your patience and for your story.
Of course.
I appreciate it. I really do.
I really appreciate this.
Thank you.